WILDCATS, we are back with another video, man. We are here at Mount Si. Mount Si versus Skyline, probably one of the biggest games of the year. And we're dealing with a little bit of restrictions, which, you know, I'm not a fan of, but I have to rely on them, abide by them. And, you know, it sucks because I try to do the best and put out the best content for you guys, but like I said, we only can do so much because I don't know what's going on. But, man, we got a fun, packed night, bro. It's my first time this year seeing Mount Si, and I can't wait to see what they're doing because they're still a powerhouse. I got a lot of people coming back. Blake's doing his thing, Mouse doing his thing. And we got a transfer from Eastside Catholic, my boy Bennett. And you know what Skyline does already. So they don't need no introduction. They're undefeated, and they already took one game from Mount Si. So let's see if they're going to keep the streak up, or it's going to be one-on-one. All right, at the end of the first quarter, Mount Si is taking full advantage of his home court. But Skyline did find a little bit of run to keep them in the game. What I'm looking for is, I want it back in both games. I want buckets on both sides. So hopefully everybody gets a chance to get their run. Then cut that, and then we'll do this one. At 30 at halftime. Skyline found a little bit of run, a little bit of momentum, and Mount Si is just making a lot of turnovers with this press. But this game is about adjusting, so we'll see what happens later on. I don't know, man. This game is full of runs, man. Mountside, they did give up the lead, but they fought back and got back at the end of the quarter. Now, what I think is going to happen is they're going to keep capitalizing on this energy in here, and we'll see what happens, because at this point right now, they got all the momentum. Yo, I appreciate you guys trying to help me film, bro.
Sure.
Like, I really do. Thank you so much.
We got you. Hey, keep doing your thing. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. We want to see you grow up.
Hey, did you try and get some good?
I tried my best, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. 66-59, man. Mountside comes and takes the victory over Skyline, giving them the first loss of the season. This was a very intense game, different game. Honestly, I am not in a good mental space after this game, because this is probably one of the craziest experiences I've ever had. And I'll explain a little bit later, but right now, I want to get my thoughts together, and I'll express everything to you guys probably after this clip. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. What's good, y'all? So I wanted to make this short and sweet. It took me a minute to get to a point to recording this part, because I had to really think about how to word everything. But I do want to say thank you to all the students at Mountside that, tried their best to help convince the school to help me record and, do videos the way I do. I appreciate you guys for trying your best. And also thank you to the principal who I talked to at the end of the game to, introduce myself also and just what I do, and just so I can be prepared for the next time I show up at Mountside. So thank you for her too, for being very understanding and, having the time to talk to me after the game. So I just want to say that this video is really not up to, how I do, my standards, and I apologize for that. Going to Mountside, I was unaware of the house rules and all these things I have to do before I came, and I just showed up and then thought everything would be cool, because that's usually what I do. I just show up to places, and then most of the time they're cool, and they say, yeah, you just got to do this, and that. So like I said, I didn't go through the proper precautions, so that's on me. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that this video is just, it's not what I wanted to put out. It's not something that's consistent, with how I do it. Me, what I do fun stuff with the crowds. I'm there to support the people and, show off the talent, because Mountside is one of the best basketball programs in this state. And, there's not much media out there that covers them. So I wanted to be one of those rare people that it goes out there and sees them, because I'm saying they got a lot of talent. Trevor is talented. Miles is talented. Blake is talented. Bennett is talented. That whole team is just talented. And you don't really see much of them in media, because one is they're so far out, and also, you only see them around state time. So, you know, this is probably like one of the rarities where you see them in their own gym. But until further notice, I will not be covering any Mount Si games, well, any Mount Si home games, I should say, until I go through the proper precautions and, you know, talk to who I need to talk to so we don't have any issues the next time I decide to go there. And I do want to say thank you again to the students and the team, and for, you know, the team for inviting me also. And then also just for the principal for, you know, having a conversation with me after the game. So, you know, I appreciate that 1,000, and hope you guys continue to support this channel, and we're going to keep growing, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Peace.
Pressure.